Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. Hi. Welcome. Yeah, this is it. We're going to do the organic turkey Garofalo today. We've got some amazing ingredients. Let me show it to you. Okay, so let me get started here. We are going to be cooking organic ground turkey today. I picked up on sale. Normally $6-7, but I got it for $3.50. So big discounts there on the past due. So it should be good to eat. Should be ready to. And this is organically grown. No antibiotics ever. And organic vegetarian feed, so that's going to be a nice treat. Okay, let's get into the chat room. All right, welcome. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, as with every single meal I make, the ingredients are all discounted. I get these wholesale ingredients. This is from Naples, Italy, and this is Garofalo. It's a special type of pasta. It has a unique little, yeah. It kind of is a macaroni, I suppose, but it has a unique little twist to it. So it's a bite-sized endorsement of good taste. All right. A little too much light right now. Let me close the window. Yeah, Sarah got a lovely plant. Let me show it to you. Remind me to get remote control of Venetian blinds. I've always wanted them, I just have never found them. Okay, so this is another one of these Phalaenopsis. It's a type of orchid that is absolutely beautiful. She got this as for Teacher Appreciation Day. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. We have another one from way back before that's still coming back, that's growing. It's got its little sprouts right here. You see it? See those little sprouts? They're going to come out and grow little plants, and you have to guide them up the pole here. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's still growing. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the ingredient list. I've got an organic green pepper, organic yellow onion. Let me get this up forward. Okay. And we're going to go with an organic Simple Truth pesto sauce. I bought this for $2.50. I got this for $1. That's $3.50. I got this for $3.50. That's $7, and I got that for $8. For another $1, $8 for this. For $1 for the green pepper, I got it for 50 cents, and that for 50 cents combined. So, I think we're doing really well budget-wise. And again, shop for the lowest possible price wherever you go. Now, you can replace this with regular food that's sprayed with pesticides if you want. That's up to you. But I'm going to eat really clean food today and go for it. Let's get the pan started. Level 3. I did rinse it out. Okay. And I am preheating my water over here. I'm going to put a little sea salt in there. Himalayan sea salt. it helps to salt the water. It makes the pasta taste better. You can also put a little Italian seasoning in the water. I've done that in the past. It's a really good trick. I got this is not organic, but it's from Walmart for $1. So, you know, can't beat that. Okay. Seasoning the water. That might cover the whole package. I don't know. I may be running out of space for the whole package. So yeah, I may want to add a little water. So before I go any farther, let me take my filtered water and put some in there. All right. So, making do on less. You know, when 2000 came around, Sarah and I were prepared for Y2K. That's one of the reasons why we got together in some ways. And Y2K didn't happen, so you put a little olive oil in boiling water. That's a good idea. I don't have a little olive oil. I have a lot. I'm using safflower oil today, so you know the deal. You know the drill. Okay, we're going to put that in there in the pan, and I'll spray a little of the water if that makes you feel better. I think I need a few more pumps here. Let's give it a more of a pump action. All right. Organic, yeah. Organic. Oil is good, yeah. All right. Let's spray some in the water like you suggested. Never tried that, but you never know. It's going to soften up the pasta. Okay, I'm going to take a little pause, put this on break. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back up and running. Thank you. Yeah, so we are going to be dealing with some problems in the show. We're going to get rid of those right now. Okay, great. Let's go to the onion phase. All right. I knew you'd want to cut the onion with me. There we go. I take the bottom end of the knife to cut into the onion. Kind of make that pierce. See that? Right there. And then the back ends. Cut. Try to stay away from the onion, otherwise you'll start crying because they put out an acid that will make your eyes burn. Now, last week I did the full dice in under a minute. You think that's possible? Or should I take my time? Don't answer that. Gee, you know, I heard some things on the news about the press secretary feeling like she really had to leave the office. Yeah, she felt her life was her family was threatened and everything. Yeah, it's so terrible. Yeah, so we're getting a new press secretary. It should be interesting. I heard her speak yesterday. Should be interesting. As you know, I wouldn't use a press secretary. I would just go live with the show. We would have an interactive show right from the White House. We wouldn't need a press secretary. 1 hour, 1.5 hours a day, I'd talk to the people, for sure. That's what I would do. I think a lot of people get caught up in the in-between, you know, the interpretation and everything. I think we need less interpretation and more straight talk. All right, Turkey Garofalo, yeah. Now this is like a pasta dish, so as you know, I still kind of steer toward pastas when I stretch the dollar out. You know, I don't know if Putin's going to be doing anything. He's still in recovery right now, so he should be resting. Okay, we're going to put a little more oil in the pan. This burner in the back takes extra long to cook up, heat up. Okay, nice oil. Well, about a tablespoon of oil. I mean, you don't have to skimp on oil, but I prefer safflower or extra virgin olive oil. Okay, that whole onion's going to go right in the pan, but I kind of wanted it to heat up before I got it, throw it in there. So I'm going to cut the green pepper. I managed to find these organic green peppers on sale for 50 cents, so pretty good deal. It's got a little blemish on it. But you got to get it before it gets old. And sometimes you do cook with things with blemishes when you make organic food. It's quite common because organic food means bugs. Bugs are common with organic food. So you never get perfect vegetables, but you don't get bugs necessarily. They just eat a little bit of the vegetable and then move on. But as you know, I'm one of the only people in the world who cooks with organic food. I'm broadcasting a show, and I'm ironically one of the few. Everyone else just says, "Oh, well, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Could be regular food is perfectly fine with you." I guess I'm just very particular. I remember cooking for a woman when I first got into organic foods, and she actually called me like a name or something. Like, yeah, after I made her the meal, we didn't really get along. We got into kind of an argument, and she said, "You think you're so special, cooking organic food and everything. It's really nothing. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to, eat something that's good for me." That's a lie. I will never send anybody a video message for any amount of money. And don't ever give these people money. Anybody soliciting money in this room, only donate. If you do donate to anybody, it's going to be at americasthirdparty.com. Don't ever donate to anyone else. None of those people are legit. I can't believe I have to put up with this every night. Unbelievable. No, I am being trolled hard, everybody. I hope you know that. Yeah, donations to americasthirdparty.com can only be done by U.S. citizens as well. All right. I think the pan is sufficiently hot to kind of like hit it with all the vegetables at once, I like to hit the pan with the vegetables and the meat, so I'm going to cut up the celery here. Celery is a kind of an added bonus because it adds a little salt to the dinner. Natural vegetable salt. And I guess celery is not bad for you physically. It's not bad for you. I'm hearing good things about it. Is this even on camera? Hang on. I think I'm pushing too far over here. There we go. I hold them down and make sure you press on them when you cut and slice thin. Celery is like a seasoning when you use it this way. It's kind of seasoning the dish. Kind of like thinly sliced or minced garlic. Celery has a unique taste. It really kind of brings out the flavor in food, I think. All right. Let's go ahead and get that package of organic turkey. I can't get over I found that. Okay, pull back the cover. Do a smell test. Perfectly fresh. How about that? hardly even getting old. I found this place that does a lot of, yeah. We're going to hit it with a little Italian seasoning. They pull their food a little earlier than most. So the past due section is kind of a... I'm going to turn the level of the boiled up to level 3 on both burners. So what I like to do is hit the pan with a little bit of turkey, right on some, and a little pepper on the top of it, garlic powder. You can use a little onion if you want. Onion powder works. I'm going to throw a little sea salt on there too. And then what I do is I take a splash of Patty LaBelle number 3, a nice mild, light habanero sauce, and I'm just going to put it on top of the turkey. About 7 shakes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and kind of press that in while it's in the package and go across like that. That pushes some of the the ingredients into the meat. And then that's going down first. So I'm just going to invert it right on the pan. Okay, then I'm going to smother it with onions. And peppers and a little bit of celery. Okay. I'll press it down onto the pan. Kind of push it all together. Make sure it doesn't stick. Shuffle it around. Okay, now what I do is I take a little bit of water and put it around the edge. About no more than 1/8 of a cup. Okay, keep that at level 3 and then cover it up. Meanwhile, I got a boil going on over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Garofalo in there from Naples, Italy, organic. Garofalo, and we have contact. Whoa, nice. Okay, give it a little shuffle, and be sure you shuffle it every 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. I'm cooking, it's kind of a pasta dish, Andy. It'll be really nice in your toilet. It makes really great crap. It's really all organic, yeah. Jive Turkey, we've had the same dialogue from you, and same with Dingleberry Dream. I mean, how many times do you have to come in here and do this? But, Andy's always worried about his, his BM, and I thought, well, eating a good meal is the best way toward better bowel movements. Oh, I'm sorry, am I talking about... Yeah, it's inappropriate to talk about that. I agree. Thank you. Very few cooks talk about bowel movements during their dinner, so I thought I'd be different. Well, I mean, when you think about it, you want to make sure everything's organic. You paid $9.99 for 4 organic turkey burgers? Yeah? That's not a bad deal, yeah, if you paid that for 4 burgers, I suppose, yeah. I got this burger really discounted. It was $7 normally for a pound. I got it for $3.50. So, yeah. I know, Andy. I thought I'd bring it up myself. No. I'm just thinking. Since you talk about your feces all the time, it's a perfect thing to talk about during a cooking show, don't you think? Well, I didn't really have anything else to talk about while I stir the food here. Oh yeah, see, I have to get that off the bottom. It'll stick. So go in there with a spatula and move it. Of course, I am using a plastic spatula. That kind of blows. I'm trying to meet and comply with all algorithm requirements, so I haven't said the S word or anything like that. Okay, this takes like 15 minutes, that type of boil. So I'm just going to leave it at 3, and I'm going to keep the cover slightly ajar so it doesn't like burst with... Well, I do. I think everyone deserves food on the table, albeit good food. Well, I just thought we rely on Andy for that, you know. Our show wouldn't even be what it is if Andy Sixlog didn't come in here and make, you know, he himself sells himself that way. That's how he starts out his chat. That's how he starts a meaningful chat experience. You know, perhaps that could be a contributing factor to his personal life. We don't know. Maybe he meets a lot of people into that. I don't know. It's weird. But it's certainly not appropriate to talk about when we're eating or cooking dinner. But I do compost, so I mean, I was telling people about that the other night. I was thinking, well, why don't we, you know, look more toward how the world works? You know, and I was telling people about how I wouldn't mind living in a big mountain of horse shit. Yeah, there's a warm area in that mountain because as it breaks down and denitrifies, it heats up. So inside that mountain of which is perfectly, smells fine, by the way. Horses are incredible. You wouldn't even notice the smell. But yeah, it gets to be like 125 degrees inside of these mountains. So you'd have a nice, comfortable little bungalow inside the mountain. If you're in a tough situation and you don't know how to heat your house, just get a pile of crap and live inside of it. I had a mountain of fertilizer I ordered one year. And it was a huge mountain. It was ridiculous. And it was hot as like 100 degrees. I couldn't believe it in the winter. It was like steaming up. It's a chemical reaction going on in that manure. So if we lived around that model, I mean, you can imagine we wouldn't even have heating bills. You know, just live inside of piles of, you know, whatever. Compost. And then Sammy Davis, he brought up his new idea, which is to create crap coin. You know, crap coin would be a type of currency, a cryptocurrency, based on, you know, how much crap you're dealing with. I know, some of them are disgusting. That's why I'm catering to my audience right now. I'm actually appeasing my audience. Not many people know how to appease their audience. I do. Because I'm the longest broadcaster in living history. Nobody's ever broadcasted 40,000 hours of broadcasting in history, consecutively. I mean, I make Desi and Lucy look like amateurs. Exactly. It helps to have a really good vision, too, because I can read chat from 15, 20 feet away, you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm still concerned about that candle that woman created. Remember that? Did I drop a clove? I don't know. I'm pulling cloves off my garlic, my American garlic. I don't buy garlic from China. I don't believe in it. It's nothing against the Chinese people. It's that they use Roundup to make their garlic. It's like, why? Sarah gets to eat my delicious food, yeah. Uh-oh, we got a full boil going over here. Okay, this dish calls for 4 big cloves of garlic. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give that a little stir. You want to stir the pasta periodically. It's got a nice boil going. This is going to be incredible. Yeah, that's cooking very well. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to press into it with a spatula. I should use the wooden spatula. There we go. Oh, now it's turning into like soup. Okay, so if it looks kind of like soup and it's just sitting there, crank it up to level 6. And I do want to top it off with some of that cheap Italian seasoning I got at Walmart for $1. You could use as much as a tablespoon of Italian seasoning on this meal. A level tablespoon, not a heaping tablespoon. And you know, I'm kind of liking Patti LaBelle again. I'm going to give a little extra time. Whoops. Okay, we did 3 more dashes, a total of 10 Patti LaBelle number 3s. Wow. She's awesome. Patti, you make great stuff, I'll tell you. I bet you cook really well. You can grow garlic, yeah. Everyone should be growing vegetables. Why not? Yeah, start your garlic. I've got garlic growing outside my house. You never know when you need extra, though. Jive turkey, we talked about this. I'm feeding organic blessed turkey. And you're giving me nothing but crap, man. Is that your only deal, is you come in here and rag on my show? Come on, man. What are you, a drug addict? What are you, some sort of a crackhead? Yeah, the garlic powder I don't trust. That's from China. That's why I'm trying to get you into the original garlic. Hello? Yeah, the garlic powder you get for $1 is from China, man. Hello? You might as well just, put Roundup on your food. I'm not suggesting that, but it's just, I'm sure the company would love it. Okay, I'm going to open that up with a little pound action. So hopefully some of these cloves will be real. Real good. Look at that. That's a beauty. Now garlic goes in and toward the end of the dish, and if you want to put any extra spices like cumin in there, cumin is good. Cumin. I'm sorry, cumin. You could also put here's my cumin. You can also put this in there. And more pepper if you want, I'm going to do that with the garlic. I'm going to mince the garlic now. Make sure you don't get any leaders on there. Like the head of the garlic is kind of weird. You got to get that off. And just press down on it and give it a little dice. I'm really getting into these van life videos. You guys probably know that it's one of my passions, is to watch van life videos. Yeah, being that's the only thing on YouTube anymore. That and cooking shows. So I'm really enjoying there's a whole lot of them coming out, and they seem to all be making money, living in their van on AdSense dollars, so that's a good thing. It's not easy living in your van. I'm running into a lot of really independent people out there. Now, when you work with garlic, the trick is to take a metal knife and run it under water and rub your fingers with the stainless steel. That immediately gets rid of the garlic smell immediately. I mean, there's not a scent of garlic on me. Okay, ready for another twist here. Now we got a good cook going. I'm gonna break everything up and press it into the pan. And then I'm going to take the onions from the outside and bring them onto the top. Right. Okay, and then press it all down. Now your turkey is pretty much done. So now take your tomato sauce, which is already pre-made. I got tomato basil. They have Fort cheese and other things. And open that up. And then just pour it right on top. Easy peasy, and then cover it up. And then turn it down to level 3. Okay, now all those vegetables are still cooking. We haven't put the other ingredients in yet, because that's all, toward the end you put the garlic in. Toward the end you put the cumin in and other ingredients. So, yeah. Highly recommend avoiding it early because they stay fresher when they're toward the end of the meal and cooking cycle. And give that pasta a turn. This is a pretty thick pasta, so it's going to take the full 15 minutes for sure. And I take a little garlic and throw it in the pasta water too. Yeah, that helps. There you go. Right on. Now, turkey is one of those things that is very, very natural now. It seems like it's lower in fat than meat, beef, and chicken, but yet it is in the meat family. So, been there, done that. Okay. No, I never put the cumin on the oil. No, I've heard from experts talk about it. It has a burnt flavor. That's probably why most of your food sucks. No offense, but yeah, people just don't tell you. What's that charred, burnt cumin flavor? Oh, he puts it on the oil at the beginning of the meal. Oh, I get it. I'm just messing with you, man. No, I'm sure that's not a bad way to do it. But cumin is a poor man's saffron. Now, if you have some serious cash, you can pay for the extra money for the saffron. That's expensive stuff. It's like $50 a pound, maybe even more. That's probably 10 years ago. I'm not sure. It's probably very expensive, saffron is. But cumin, not so expensive and also good for you. No, I don't put cumin on the oil ever. Well, you know, some people have, like Ridiculous has lost 65 pounds cooking with my dinner recipes. Isn't that amazing? £65 he's lost. Now these kind of meals are portable. Now once you get a point where the pasta feels kind of spongy and it's kind of big, I'll show you. See that? It's kind of filled the container. Keep it on the container at a boil, cover it up, and turn it off. Get the boil going, get a nice steam going, and then just turn it off and let it sit in its own heat. It's still cooking thoroughly, but we're almost ready to drain the water, you know? It's yum yum sauce. Well, this stuff, this organic sauce is incredible. Simple Truth makes a whole line of organic food products now. And they're like the O brand. We've talked about the O brand, right? Make sure you get all of that bottle in there. Put a little water in there. And just throw it right in on top. Right through the middle. And then now you can take the garlic and put it right through the middle. Go right down the middle of it. Actually, I need to drop it a little bit. There you go. And then take and put your seasoning. Yeah, you can cook with this in any product you want. And it's even more effective. In fact, I'm running out. Look at that. It's even more effective when you put a little pepper in with it. So I'm going to put my cumin on top. And a little pepper on top of that. And I'm going to throw a little more Italian seasoning because there's a steam going on at the top of the dinner. And that helps rehydrate the Italian seasoning forging the entire plan, we'll put a little black pepper in there too. Just a light touch. Now if you're cooking with cumin, don't. It'll be too hot. Press the garlic toward the middle of the dish so it goes to the bottom of the pan. And then just cover it up. Keep it at level 3. And you're basically at level 3 here, and then you turned off over here. This went really fast. I mean, I'm super happy with how fast things go. It's kind of a miracle. It's a miracle. Now, there's enough salt in this dish right here. This stuff has virtually 2,500 milligrams of salt. Yeah, I didn't put any more salt in there, no. So there's about I would say 3,000 or 2,500 milligrams of salt in the entire dinner. So every person out of the 5 people will get approximately 600 milligrams of salt in the dinner, which is standard for most frozen dinners too. All right, thanks for reminding me. Okay, do a little composting. I'm going to put this away. This goes in my recycle bin. I always pick up things on the floor like a Roomba, you know? Have you ever felt like you were just a Roomba? That your whole life was just, you were a Roomba? Picking up things on the floor? Yeah, I kind of feel that way sometimes. Okay, I'd much rather have a more enriching life than to live around my Roomba. Okay, we got the colander. We're going to go ahead and get some water going here. I got a bowl to put it in. The dinner. I like to rinse my plates out ahead of using it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drain the Garofalo. Run a little water down with it. Whoa, big load. Okay. Then what I do is I line the bowl with a little oil. Okay. Throw it in there. And it's time to open up my Parmesan cheese. Now I know what they say about Parmesan cheese. It has cellulose in it. Cellulose is natural. It's very natural. Nothing wrong with cellulose. Yeah. It's called wood chips. Cellulose. That's what cellulose is. All right. There is no cockroach in this house, no. My house is about as insect-free as you get. We don't even have an ant problem because I use all kinds of natural anti-ant capabilities. If you grow garlic around your house, that'll keep ants away. It'll keep your uncle away too. Okay, just put some Parmesan on top of that. Because remember, when that sauce hits this, it's got to go down on that Parmesan. And it's going to fuse with the pasta. Okay, let's take a look at the pasta sauce. Perfect. You've got a nice boil going. Remember, this sauce is cooked in the bottle. So you don't have to do a long cook, but you can if you want. Tomato sauce you can set on the stove and cook for hours if you really want to. But because everything's cooked in here and ready to go, and we've pretty much cooked it already, just break up any of the turkey, and you're pretty much good to go. The whole dish is ready to prepare. Okay, and that garlic is just cooking in with the hot sauce. I'm going to keep it down for a little bit I want to fuse those ingredients a little longer, so I'm just going to keep it at level 3 with the cover on. I'm going to put a cover on the pasta right there. All right. Wunderbar. All right. I don't have hardly any spiders in my house. I vacuum them up. Yeah. I got this little spider the other day with my vacuum cleaner. I have a handy vacuum cleaner. I just grab it and I ethically take it outside. Oh, we don't take links during the show right now. Sorry, Mad Dog. This dish would sell per plate for about $17 per person, minimum. Yeah, so out of the whole meal, it would be worth about, for $8, you'd be able to bring in at least $80 in value. Yeah, so literally 10 times the value of the ingredients when you go to a restaurant. Yeah, but I'm very ethical. I don't kill any insects. I've only killed one ant in my life. So I said a prayer in Hindu and Buddhist to that it goes to a better place. I pray in various religions. So I'll pray in Buddhist, then I'll pray in Hindu, and then I'll pray in Christian, then I'll pray in Catholic. And this mixes up your prayers so they don't get so old and boring. Are you praying a lot? Really? Okay. But we're going to need some prayers. Yeah. The more the better. Okay, now I'm having a problem fitting this in my mind. I don't know how this is going to work, so let's find out. Let's take the boiling container and go right on top of it and start pouring in top and pushing it in as you pour, like that. Mixing it all the way to the bottom and then just topping it off with extra love. And it never ceases to amaze me how this dish fits in this bowl. It's a miracle bowl. It's kind of like the amazing Kimmy Schmidt, it's a miracle. I tell you. Okay. I think I'm behind on that show. I better go watch it. I think I'm about 25 episodes back. All right, there you go. And you want to get everything you can out of that pan. Waste not, want not. Okay. And then I'm just going to top it off with some Parmesan cheese. Okay. We'll cover it up. Actually, that's not a good cover for that. Okay, we're good. That's it. You're done. I'm going to put it on the burner at level 0. No, actually, I'm not going to put it on the burner. I'm just going to leave it there to set its own heat. It's pretty much done. We talked about that, Guest 301. Yeah, this is organic food. You'd be hard-pressed to find that anywhere in the world, let alone on a cooking show on YouTube. So consider yourself blessed. I believe if you pray in all religions, it'll cover all the bases. So, when you reach that point where you have to, surrender this life to take on another life, you'll be fully covered. I call it the round robin prayer, and just pray in various different religions. I know this guy that he said to me, he could just live his life sinning and doing whatever. And I know you're wondering, why are you talking about religion, David? You're not religious. I know, but ever since Alex Jones took on religion, I'm kind of talking about it. You're not going to believe this, but the Lord guided me to this dinner. Okay, thanks, Mad Dog, for disobeying my request. Okay, we're done here. As you can see, this is going to be one hell of a meal for 5 people. I'm sure you could probably fit 15 people in this meal if you really, crammed it all in. Okay. I'm turning the lights off and we're going to sign up in the other room. See you in a bit. I'm Mr. Wright signing off, man. See you on the next one. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.